looking through Twitter, and one of the things trending is hashtag gas prices. Gas prices are going through the roof, and as much as everybody wants to lay the blame at somebody's feet, I'm gonna tell you right now, uh, Trump wasn't the reason why we had low gas prices. Biden's not the reason why we have high gas prices. It's how much is being produced. Like, how much they're actually refining and producing. That's the cause. You take a look, we had over a year's worth of lockdowns in different states. Supply issues and things of that nature. You had states that for months, here in the U.S., people didn't move around a whole lot because either they weren't considered essential workers or they were basically shut down unless they worked for the government. And even then, some of those places still weren't open. So there should be a glut of gas and oil available for once everything started opening up. Now they're taking the blame to Ukraine. Before this thing with the Ukraine hit, they were producing less than pre-pandemic levels. No, the oil companies are to blame for all of this because they're the ones that set the prices for everything. They're the ones that take and set the prices for how much people are going to pay at the pump. They set how much they're going to take and produce and everything of that nature. So we might take and buy foreign oil from places like Saudi Arabia and places like that, but once it's refined and everything like that, the determination of everything, number one, between the price of crude, the speculation on the price of crude oil, the price of the barrels and everything of that nature goes into play. But all in all, it's the oil companies that take and produce these things and actually sell them to the energy companies and have them refined down and have it sold at gas stations to these different gas companies. They're the ones that set the prices. Like the president could be like, I want you to sell your gas at $1.50 a gallon, and not a fucking thing will be done because he doesn't have that fucking power. So everybody doing all these fucking blame and shit like that, like at least take a look at how the oil companies and everything like that work. Like they should have a glut. Worldwide, there should be a glut of oil reserves. Why? Well, for 2 years, a lot of the world could not move around. People weren't working unless deemed essential, and what was deemed essential varied from place to place. Biden is not the reason why we have high oil prices. Him taking and stopping the Keystone Pipeline, which it was just tying into another pipeline, and it was carrying stuff from the tar oil fields in Canada to be shipped over fucking seas, did not take and raise the gas prices of gas. Didn't affect a fucking thing. People need to do some more research. Gas prices are what they are because the gas companies and corporations will never let a crisis go to fucking waste. So who pays the price? Us, the people, the fucking consumer. That's who. So that's the reason why right now it's $3.68 up the road at the gas station here where I live. Gas prices have gone up enormously. So y'all can blame who you want, but just be honest with yourself. It's the corporations trying to fuck you over. They're going to have massive profits regardless. You take and throw in something like a pandemic, that actually kind of hurts their bottom line since they don't have to take and produce as much oil. Not as many people are using it other than for heating or cooling their home because they're sitting at home a little bit more. So electric companies that use the oil, use the natural resources in energy production and stuff like that. Yeah. Gas prices are what they are because of companies like Exxon, BP, and others. Not a fucking thing to do with who's in office. The only thing that has to do with is they completely shut down drilling in this country, which even still, just the fact that Biden in his State of the Union speech said, releasing 69 million barrels out of our reserves, which shows we have reserves that could be put into the market to try to take and bring costs down. Well, I say bring costs down to supplement things. Yeah, it's nothing to do with the president. I hate to say that. So, yeah. Y'all calm down some. Do some research before you start trending shit. Especially when half of you are just following trends instead of actually learning anything actionable.